Yes, people, what's good? Welcome back to the channel, man. Welcome back to Daniel AFC TV. Right, am I live? Who's in the building? CJ's up in the place. Yes. Let me just get my breath. Almost late as usual. But yeah, what can you say, man? What's good, people? What's good? World Cup sittings again. I've missed most of the games today. Up and around in London, as you do, you know what I mean? Let me see what's good. Who's with me, people? Please get a like on the video. Do be subscribing if you're new. Gemma, what is good? How are you? Did you enjoy Stevenage? What do you think of lower league stadiums in general? Because, boy, it wasn't terrible, I suppose. I have to say, like, it weren't the most disgusting stadium I've ever seen in my life. But, yeah, toilets were a little bit weird. Imagine if it was a bit more packed, you know what I mean? I'm just going to throw this stream out there. Who have we got with us? Guys, do be getting the likes on the video. Do be subscribing if we is new. Oh, yes, we got Acres in the building. So, first of all, Acres, what are you thinking of the World Cup, bruvs? What are you really thinking? Are you loving it? 50-50, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, sorry, guys. Just sending this stream out there real quick. But, yeah. Lee Acres, who is your player of the tournament so far? Is there any standout players? How much are you missing Premier League football? So, yeah, I don't know. I've got to look at some World Cup videos as well. Do some more, but let me get a drink. My mouth's bare dry. I have to say, as far as World Cup goes, it has been one of the better ones. Anyway, who watched the Spain game today? I'm absolutely pissed. I missed the Spain game. Shouts out to CJ, Gemma, Lee Acres, top man Lee Acres. No, man. Do you know what? I was just on a bit of a frantic one. Let me get my camera ready. I've just burst in the building a little bit late. Got caught in some nutty traffic from London. But yeah, I'm all good, man. I did feel I was coming down with a flu and everything. That could be yesterday's exploits at Stevenage's ground, man. Come on, I'm a tropical person. I don't like being outside, man. Seriously. It seemed extra cold. League 2 football. But Germany won. Japan 2. Tommy come on in the second half. Didn't really catch that. Man, that was all just, yeah, all mad early for me. Spain 7, Costa Rica 0. Ferran Torres, he got a couple, yeah? 1, 2, yeah. Ferran Torres got a couple. Olmo got one. Asensio got one. Morocco, Croatia, and then Belgium versus Morocco, Croatia 0-0. And Bichwai, I said, I had a feeling he would score some goals. Belgium 1, Canada 0. Canada missed a penalty. Guys, please be hitting the likes on the video. Do be subscribing if you're new. Staying on the World Cup quickly. Tomorrow, 10 a.m., Switzerland, Cameroon. So I don't think I'll cover that one. Uruguay versus the Korean Republic, 1 p.m. Not sure. But I might cover the final two games, 4 p.m., Portugal, Ghana. Let's see what Ronaldo's saying. Bang. And obviously Thomas Partey, Ghana. Then 7 p.m., it is Brazil, Serbia. So yes, guys, I will be doing a watch along or two tomorrow, and I will drop a World Cup video tonight. So guys, real ones, if any of you have forgotten about the World Cup video, oh man, well, bro, that wasn't rocket science. Like, why is Arsenal just never involved? About, what was it, 6 months ago, a year ago tops, there was certain, like, you know, contract situations with this guy, like, you know what I mean? It looked like Barcelona for 1 minute could have been losing him. Liverpool were on this guy massive. So, but Barcelona being Barcelona somehow, as always, get it done. Do you know what I mean? Ferran Torres, guys, what did you think of his performance today? We have been linked to him again, but it's more as the instead of Mudryk, if Mudryk is overpriced. How much would Barcelona be willing to give this guy up for? I think they paid Man City 55. I'm not sure. He looks all right in the Premier League. Barcelona, he hasn't really done it, but then again, so other players hasn't. Man, I feel like I'm kind of lost. So do you know what I'm going to do for this? Lee Acres, Gavi, yeah, what a shame. But then, bro, you didn't really like when I said, let's get in Endrik. Endrik looks every good as bit as this Gavi, mate. Trust me. PSG, Chelsea wouldn't be making such a fuss for him if they weren't. Did you enjoy the Stevenage game, Gemma? Anyway, Lee, real ones, what did you think of Asensio today? Hold on, let me just quickly get this stream out there as well. That's what I mean. I was so late, I could hardly even get the stream out there. Yeah. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. Twitter. Aha, Yui is in the building. Yui, as I just said to Lee, what do you think of the World Cup? Did you see Gavi's performance? What do you think of Asensio? Would you take Asensio on a free? Or is he just not your cup of tea? I've been reading more into what do you call him, Danilo. Apparently, it's getting ever so closer for Danilo, bruvs. And yeah, there's a lot of rumors going around. I've spoke to Martinelli, I've spoke to Jesus. Um, it's a dream move, Arsenal. And I don't know if you see one of his interviews with a Brazilian newspaper saying, pretty ignorantly, my agent knows what time of day it is. If it ain't right, the club, what I want, don't even talk to me about it. So yeah, he seems to be pretty firm on what he wants. Now, his club, Palmeiras, was said to want £25 million, then down to 20. Arsenal bid 12, as far as I know. But anyway, we are hoping somewhere along the line that they're going to meet in the middle, or not quite the middle, but about 18 million for Danilo. Mudrak, guys, is getting a little bit more quiet. I think this is the thing that worries me about Arsenal. Yui, this is what worries me big time. And this is going to be the same with Declan Rice or Jude Bellingham. Now I don't think we'll get none of them. And you know me and you have spoke at length about this. But obviously we're going to stall for this Mudrak, it seems, you know what I mean? And the only thankful grace is, obviously, it doesn't seem like every team in the world wants him, you know? Newcastle are said to be ready to bid. That's it, bros. That's it. And you see, like the rest of the world, that's why I love the real ones. Like the rest of the world, bros, you know what I mean? You get dumb people out there and that say dumb things or jump on the bandwagon. You know what I mean? So, yeah, they were loving Putin and Russia just how long ago? And then, yeah, now they want to scream about this and that. And you know what? Every time that I've literally, every time you turn on the World Cup, Sky Sports News, it's just talking about, oh, FIFA, they should have done this, they should have done that. And you know what? It's getting a bit boring. Japan, most definitely. You know what? They're high energy players. They're always like, even if they lose, like it's always close. I've always loved watching Japan. So, who was the standout guys? I'm glad Giroud scored. Imagine that, Giroud. You're getting Cuckoo injured, Benzema injured, but then Giroud just steps up. Anyway, on to the Arsenal news. Guys, would any of you take Asensio? He can discuss terms with foreign teams in January. Now, word is there's a lot of teams after him, of course, but it's Arsenal, Barcelona that head the queue. PSV, they've got a 19-year-old attacking midfielder, Xavi or XAVI. So Xavi Simons. He's a Dutch under 21 international. Haven't really heard much about him, so a lot of alarm bells. But I've been seeing a lot of links to him today. Poor Owen Pepe has been linked with Arsenal and Chelsea. Now, I think we've spoke about this guy on the channel before. My thoughts was I don't want another Pepe. I'm scared of anyone called Pepe. But I have seen him a couple of times since, and he does look pretty hot. But he's got a 75 million euro release clause, and that sounds like a lot of money. Like we're not going to get people like Mudrak done. So I don't know. Everything could have gone quiet on Mudrak because it's the World Cup, but I don't know. Feeling is like we could have literally had it done now. Like the guy has literally begged to come to Arsenal. He's hinted Real Madrid was after him, but they can't offer him no assurances. And as when I first broke the Mudrak news, I don't know if you remember Yui or Lee, any of the real ones, I said the guy wants assurances. And you know what I mean? It isn't about money. It's about his role in the team, blah, 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 where he plays, is he a first team player, etc. And maybe that's why it's gone quiet. Can Arteta and Arsenal not guarantee him first team places? I'm sure it's nothing to do with that. I'm sure it's not his wages. It's how much he's going to cost. Now, we'll see in January who starts bidding. I fear Newcastle. If Arsenal and the main other people, you know what I mean, Barcelona have been linked, PSG here and there, Italian and French teams, but I think this guy is Premier League bound, you know. Who in Italy has got money right about now? even though Juventus are meant to be wrapping up a deal for Savic and they're meant to be broke. Spain look favourite so far. Yes, wow. Youngest team in the tournament. And all looks good. But I didn't see the game, but I will go and chase up the highlights. I'm sure I'll draw out a couple of I'm not so sure about. It surprises me. Asensio, I know he plays for Real Madrid, one of the greatest teams in the world, but he can hardly hold down his place there. If you look at his games he's played over his career, it's quite astonishing. So yeah, but Spain obviously, yeah, damn hot. It was only Costa Rica. How did Joe Campbell get on? I know, mate. I know. Certainly was. How was Ferran Torres? He has been linked to Arsenal. But I will move into all of the Arsenal transfer news. As I said, Porto winger Pepe linked with Chelsea and Arsenal. Ferran Torres, 35 mil. He's 22. We know Barcelona have kind of publicly said he is available. Would you go for Ferran Torres? Smith Rowe, is he playing for his future? Now, I have seen a few reports today. Where is he going to play? Attacking mid? Will he get chances? Odegaard being the captain, Odegaard being obviously one of Arteta's favourites. Then you got Vieira. Where is he going to play? They're saying if a Mudrak or another winger was to come in. And Smith Rowe. So basically, they're saying Smith Rowe can be left winger, attacking midfielder. But yeah, basically, I can't remember who read the report, but he was going down the same roads as me. If he doesn't have a really good end of season, could this guy actually be up for sale in the summer? But anyway, Smith Rowe, I wish him luck. He is looking fit, healthy, strong from all the pictures I've seen. He looks to have bulked up a little bit. And now, allegedly, he will be ready for West Ham on the 26th. And that will be handy with obviously certain players at the World Cup. Danilo, once Arsenal move, 18 million. Will this deal get done? Endrik plays for the same club as Danilo, Palmeiras. No deal has yet been done to Chelsea or Real Madrid or PSG. Main problem here is the money. Everyone's kind of holding out. They don't want to pay that much for a 16-year-old, which obviously current climate, I get. But mate, yeah, too much attention. But I have read a report saying Arsenal and Tottenham may have a glimmer of hope. Two shocks of the tournament so far, Germany and Argentina both got beaten by I suppose. But didn't Germany go out of the last tournament in the group? Well, bro, here's the thing. So do you remember we couldn't actually find out factually, because I won't say it too much unless it's factual, this contract situation. So that's basically why a lot more has been coming out today. When you broke that news to me this morning, whenever I woke up, I went and searched it, done the hunting. So here we go, bros. Where is Hazard? I have no idea. But quickly, let's finish off Mr. Tilda. Bro, Tilda has got a contract till 2024. Yeah? The summer of 2024. So, in football terms, it isn't that long. In the final year of this contract, obviously, like a lot of teams, West Ham can insert an extra year, which obviously Rice can't do nothing about. So West Ham, again, from how I've heard it, it's now basically, let me just stop gibbering about it. It's the third contract offer, bruvs. He's turned it down. It's 2 from last season. My battery is low. And now 1 from allegedly in the last couple of months, which this is why this news is resurfacing. Now, people used to say he was a Chelsea fan. He's definitely going Chelsea. Maybe with Potter there, that ain't such a certainty right about now. But who knows, the report has said it's going to be Arsenal and Chelsea linked to this guy. He doesn't really like the thought of moving abroad or European clubs. He wants to stay in the Premier League, but ideally he wants to stay in London. So, with all respect, how many London teams is there he could go to? Arsenal, Tottenham, West Ham, Chelsea. So, yes, it's a 1 of 3 if this report is true. And yeah, it could be a thing where teams are letting it at least run to the end of the season, At the end of the season, obviously, what's he got? 18 months in his deal. Add the year extension, 2.5. Anyway, without going on and on and on, West Ham will have to make a decision soon. We know their owners ain't idiots, and they don't like being held by the short and curlies. But yeah, he's definitely on the move, bros. He's definitely on the move. Well, I would have been nice and bright enough, most definitely. Can't believe that game was live. My sleeping tablet is kicking in. That's what I mean. So, for me, they were never no crazy favourites. Like, their team doesn't look as settled as the German teams that used to beat up England, at the semi-final stages. So yeah, bro, Declan definitely on the move. It depends who Chelsea wants. Obviously, I don't think Arsenal will bid for anyone. Look at the way we lay down and let Amari Hutchinson go there. We're not really going to fight Chelsea for too many players, so I don't know. I wonder who Declan supports. See, I've heard Declan actually supports Chelsea, but who cares about that? But anyway, Marcus Thuram, guys, we've spoke about him for a few days. Would you take him? Apparently, his German club, is it Eintracht Frankfurt? Or no, it's Borussia Mönchengladbach, I'm pretty sure. They're resigned to losing him. They know he ain't going to sign a new deal after various offers has been turned down. And they will accept £10 million in January. But there is a lot of teams interested. I think Fabrizio Romano has confirmed that we are interested. Mudrak, he's pissed at basically how much Shakhtar Donetsk want for him. He's hinted again he wants Arsenal. Rice that we've just spoke about, contract done in the summer of 24, 1 year option. Ibrahim Bamba, Italian midfielder, plays in Portugal, has been linked with a £20 million move to Arsenal. Don't really know much about this guy, so I don't know how much I'm believing it. And again, Arsenal and Chelsea linked with the Man United winner, Alejandro Garnacho. I wonder why. Short and curly's mine is long and curly. Oi, oi. Interesting. So it could be he has unfinished business, or he doesn't give an absolute damn where he goes. At the end of the day, if Arsenal Chelsea come in, it would be interesting. But I don't think we'll both go in. If Chelsea show an interest in Rice, I'm sure they'll drop it. But the more and more I look at things at Chelsea, I want to start feeling sorry for Harry Potter, mate. It's gathering pace. Ronaldo has now been sacked. I said the other day I had a feeling he'll go Chelsea. Arsenal have been linked, but I know I wouldn't want him. But yeah, Tilda supports Chelsea. So again, there's obviously a lot of truth to this report. He's turned down another deal. Interest from foreign teams, he's kind of stamped out because he ain't really interested. That's not his thing. And bang, you know what I mean? He wants to stay in London. He ain't really interested in moving nowhere else, So, yeah, London boy doesn't want to move nowhere. Gavi for Spain. I've spoke about him quite a few times on this. About 6 months ago, before he signed his contract, Liverpool was interested in him, and I had a feeling Liverpool were going to really go for him. And anyway, he got his deal at Barcelona. That's the thing, and that's what the report was saying. He's a London boy. Definitely don't want to move out the Premier League, but yeah, preferably wants to stay in London also. So that was the biggest hint to me that it was Arsenal or Chelsea. Yeah, mate. Declan Rice, as I say, he isn't the same quality as Jude Bellingham, but yeah, it's a different kind of thing. Jude Bellingham, for me, almost looks like more of a number 10 than attacking midfielder. In the Premier League, remember, this is international. We watched him against Iran the other day. We're seeing him murk it in Germany. Mate, as a number 8 or a number 4, basically a central midfielder in the Premier League, when you play with two and then your Odegaard, you know my thoughts on Odegaard, going missing here and there. I think it'll be very lightweight. But in saying that, I think we'll beat most teams in the world with that. Do you know what I mean? But again, there's way too many teams involved and it's going to be in for Jude Bellingham for us to be taken seriously. Well, yeah, this is the thing, and it's a waiting game with him. Obviously, he doesn't want to extend his deal. West Ham will obviously extend the deal if the contract gets down to its last year. But again, West Ham ain't stupid. I'm sure they'll sell, but it won't be again January. It will most likely be in the summer. You know, that's why a Danilo or a Tillemans or someone in January is still very important. Not the same quality again, but very different. See, if you're asking Jude to play with either Partey or Xhaka and keep it real tight, it's Man City you're playing or Liverpool away or a Champions League game, Rice won't go missing on you. We can't actually say the same about Jude. We know he's quality, we know he's skillful, we know he can score goals, but we don't actually know this in the Premier League. You know, he played in the Championship for Birmingham. We don't know how many games, but don't think it was that many, brother. You know what I mean? And like Jadon Sancho, I still think 130 million for a guy that's, you know what I mean? Even though he is English, he ain't tested in the Premier League. Now, I'm pretty certain he ain't going to be a Jadon Sancho. But in saying that also, I think he has to be careful on which club he goes to. If he went to a Man City and was on the bench, that could destroy a Jude Bellingham. So maybe he should really consider his options, you know? Liverpool, I do think he gets into that midfield, but certain times they like to play a tough three. Man U, will he really go there? I don't think so. But we have heard certain things coming from allegedly his agent. It has to be a Champions League team, so that's top four, you know? So yeah, Chelsea would be back involved in that race if they finish top four. Who do you think's going to finish top four, Yui? Yeah, bro. I remember that with Giroud. I never liked him, but I never liked him before that. So I'll stay consistent with it. No matter what he's done, I give him his props. I love it. I love it. Anyway, where was we? So, Craig, UE, Linda, who else have we got in the stream? Lee Akers, Tilda Rice. What do you think? Like at the end of this season, 50, 60 million's got to do it. We know West Ham can hold on to their man, but they'll be pissing him off if they turn down an offer. Um, you have to wonder why. Really, no one has been all over this guy, but he's made it clear. Premier League boy, he wants to stay in London. Most definitely, bros. Do you know what? Certain players, see, listen, this is the thing with Giroud, yeah? We had players like Ozil. Ozil was, like me and you, we would say, technique, physique. And Ozil was about a million planets ahead of him when it comes to passing the ball. Giroud used to just slow it down for us. Do you know what I mean? If we played a certain way, more high balls, more flick-ons, more this and that, but we didn't. We were playing intricate passing football, you know, with the Ozils, etc. So again, it wasn't really Giroud's fault. It's yeah. At other teams, world class. At Arsenal, I never liked him. UE's top four: City, Arsenal, Totti, and Liverpool. So you reckon Totti will make it? Yeah. See, this is the thing. A few months ago, it was like virtually Jude Bellingham done deal to Liverpool. Now, the reason why these rumours have slowed down is because we're not so sure if Liverpool are going to be a top four team. I know they're going to turn it around, but I did wonder, was it a bit late? As I told you last season, Tottenham will come for top four. Conte's too good, no matter how they're doing right now. Man U, Ten Hag looks okay. And then there's Chelsea. And obviously Arsenal and Man City. Who do you think the top four will be, Hazard? And Hazard, what do you think? Have you seen a lot of these reports about Declan Rice today? So it's getting a bit more public. And it is like what I was saying, basically. He's a Premier League player. as we know. He's English, as we know. But he doesn't want to move out the Premier League. He ain't interested in foreign teams, no matter who they are. And yeah, preferably he wants to stay in London. Yui has confirmed he is a Chelsea fan. But Chelsea, I don't know, even if my man is doing the signings, I don't think Potter really wants Ronaldo in January. And Christopher and Nkunku, is that Potter signing? Shouts out to everyone, bigging up all y'all. My brother, what's good? Giroud was a done. But that's what I mean. I give him his props, Bobs. He's doing well at AC Milan, still in the French squad. Um, even though he wouldn't be for me. But at Arsenal, he just slowed things down. Honestly, if I had an hour just to go through Ozil, breaking away, and then putting Giroud through, and he would basically just hold up the play. Yeah, most definitely. But then again, you know when they say like everyone has their weak spots, what did they say Wenger was? He couldn't pick out a good goalkeeper or centre halves, I suppose, apart from Sol Campbell. He wasn't the best signer of them, you know what I mean? But Hazard, yeah, attackers. Laka, we know. Giroud, that's what I mean. I didn't get it in an Arsenal shirt. Laka, I didn't get it in an Arsenal shirt. Do you know what I mean? It didn't take me long to really despise that guy. And Giroud, it didn't take me long. Sanchez, you know what I mean, was way too quick in his brain and his thoughts for Giroud. And would have to slow down the play. Ozil was light years ahead of him. That don't count. Who knew where the goal was? And as Danny says, I agree with him. We didn't play to his strengths always. We never played to his strengths. So that's what I mean. I don't hold it against Oliver Giroud. And I don't say he's a rubbish footballer because he wouldn't be playing at AC Milan or in the French national squad. But I promise you, I remember Ozil, he used to be cussing in Turkish like Sikim, Anni Sikim, Shishko. That's what I used to think about Ozil. Because he would put the ball through. Ozil could be 1-on-1, but he would run, and where he wasn't that fast, he would either shoot first time or run out of space. Why did my phone buzz like that? Or just run out of space, you know what I mean? He was a good hold-up player, a good header of the ball, but we didn't really play like that. Ty, what are you saying, brother? How are you doing, my G? Over how many games is that? Like, I don't know. That's kind of ridiculous. How did Henri let this happen? Um, but in saying that, though, and we can go and look after to make this all factually. Giroud has been in there forever. Like we know Benzema didn't play for seasons, but Giroud kept out a lot of players in the France team. You know what I mean? Uh, so he's probably played like the most. Like on a games ratio, what is it like? How many more games has he played than Henri? What's up, people? Everyone's good, side good. I know, bro. I'm with you. I don't rate Giroud. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. We just played a different game. Like at corners, you know what I mean? He'd get the odd headers and that here and there, free kicks. You know what I mean? But we didn't play like that at all. Not at all. And yeah, he just seemed to be behind what we were trying to do. We seemed to be so quick, basically. Do you know what I mean? We were playing fast. Ozil, just yeah. It used to be such a shame watching Ozil trying to work with his geezer. I went to walk away off the camera for one of my commercial ads and I realised I didn't even bring my cigarette with me. Um, I know that is absolutely astonishing. Like shame on Rooney. One coke, but his career was mad on piss on the roof. That's like many skirts, bro. Good to look at, but hide the detail. See, that's what I mean. I have to agree with that. Do you know what I mean? Even though deep down I can't believe it how Rooney only scored one. Do you know what I mean? But wow. How many World Cup games did he play, Rooney? Most definitely. Do you know what? That could be correct because Giroud never really blew up. As far as I remember with Giroud, he blew up at Montpellier. Montpellier in France, obviously, I'm sure we all know Montpellier don't win league titles, but Montpellier won the league. And Giroud earned himself a move to Arsenal. So, yeah, it could be true. It could be true. Which makes him scoring more than Henry even more astonishing. That actually really is astonishing. But guys, please hit the likes on the video. Do be subscribing if we is new. I wonder, literally. Giroud is 36 now. We know this, but I was just thinking, over the games ratio, like, surely not, like, over the games ratio, like, why is Giroud got more goals than Kim Henry? Like, it's just wrong no matter which way you look at it, surely. It is just wrong. But guys, please hit the likes on the video. Do be subscribing if you are new. What is good? What's your thoughts on January? Which game do you think I should cover tomorrow? Hazard, which game should I cover? UE, which game should I cover? But yeah, that was an astonishing one. Who put that in the group? Was it Lung Bergkamp? I couldn't believe it when I see Rooney got one World Cup goal. But yeah, I don't know. Sometimes it's mad. Sometimes that is mad. Most definitely. But that's what I'm saying. I'd never heard of Giroud literally before he come to Arsenal. He had a breakthrough season, kind of like Nicolas Pepe, one good season with Montpellier, and bang, Arsenal bought him, you know? So there's my alarm bells when a player just suddenly gets good at 25. But yeah, I don't know if that's factual. Which is very true. It was a different ball game then, but yeah. I never rated Giroud anyway. I don't think he was that great, you know? I don't know. I'd never heard of him literally before he got to Arsenal. Yeah. Oliver Giroud. I'm so tempted to go look at that. Oliver Giroud, career stats.
Oliver from which team? Bills, Falcons, what? Or Ravens?
Oliver Giroud, career stats.
Oliver from which team?
Bills. What the piss? I'll do it another day. No one is saying he was better than Henry. Oh no, we know that, but I'm just saying he wasn't good enough for Arsenal. Like, it was such a shame watching talent like Ozil. Ozil was good around them times, you know what I mean? It was such a shame watching all the play break down. I'm gonna find this out in a minute. I preferred Niall Quinn. Remember him, Grady baby. In fairness, done the same sort of thing, but guys, please like on the video. Do be subscribing if you're new. I wouldn't say he was a good striker. Just saying he was class. Knew where the goal was. Played to his strength. He was class. But oh man, I'm getting all sorts of people. I wouldn't say he was a good striker. Exactly, bare slow. You know what I mean? The through pass, they're the things I remember, and it cost us massively. But I don't know. I don't know his stats, but he's one of them guys that blew up at 25. And that's what I'm saying. Ozil would put them things on a plate for him, and that was his. That was basically la la la. Someone do it. Where is Manny when you need him? Let me just Google it. Let's just stamp this argument. Oliver Giroud stats. All right. He's got 3 World Cup goals in his career, and that was obviously 2 yesterday. 3 in the Euros, 4 in World Cup qualifiers. Hold on. How's he scored so many goals for France if he's not got... Hold on. Six, 10, 13. How many goals has he got for France, guys? He was a 15-goal striker on average at Arsenal. Until the last season, he was pathetic. What's his career goals? Just go overview. Career goals. Career goals. I don't know. Google's ramping with me. I ain't got the power. I've lost faith. I don't know why, as they consistently flop, but I've got a sneaky feeling Holland might do something. Well, I tipped them as my dark horses. I already said, remember, in Louis Van Gaal I trust. So shouts out to Lee Akers. That's what I said. I went with Holland as my dark horses. This will be Gakpo's tournament. We shall see. I want to see all the big hitters play before we decide who I reckon has it. As what? Most definitely. I like his partner just as much, though. Belgium have never really done it for me. 51 French goals. This is what I mean. I'm not convinced in this. I'm not saying Linda's wrong. When I quickly looked, it was like he scored 3 World Cup goals and about 8 in the Euros. So in important games, he's got like 11. Where has he got all these games against? Did he score 10 against Azerbaijan? Yeah, most definitely. Spain 7-0. Wow. That's very true. Why are these horses dark? Never really thought of it like that, Yuri, as I take a quick commercial break. But yeah, Giroud, I don't know how he's got 51 goals. I think it's their qualifiers and stupidness and dumbass games. I don't know. When it mattered, I never seen Giroud around, so I don't know how that stat's going around. All I know is, wow, I don't know. I'm sure Giroud's overall stats ain't that good. Simple. Right. Hold on, where are we? Arizona, Costa Rica. Spain always play good football. Most definitely. Neville says before the show, I don't know where the goals are coming from for Spain. Then they go and hit like 6, 7. Most definitely. But certain teams that won't happen. I'm not going to say it was only Costa Rica, but you know what I mean? Like their main striker, would it be Morata, who actually did play up front today? Like teams that start doing false nines and that, I'm not sure. Do you know what I mean? They will be there, like quarterfinals, semi-finals, most definitely. Fully racist. I love it, guys. Gary Neville pisses off everyone. He is a clown. Only Saudi. What have I missed? He is a full clown. He certainly does, man. You know what I mean? And again, even him, he was a lucky footballer. He was one of Fergie's little babes, isn't it? He was a hard-working guy that just done what Fergie told him to. In a struggling Man United team right now, he's as rubbish. as Wan-Bissaka, trust me. Do you know what, bros? My numbers got around to fucking everywhere, bros. But thank you for noticing that. Guys, please hit the likes on the video. Do be subscribing if we're new. Tommy. Why don't you start? Who was the main players? I don't know. They've got the guy Davis up front. Or David, sorry. We know they've got the left back. Is it Alphonso Davies? Where's the energy? You know, innit, bruvs? I know. Do you know what it was, bruvs? I must admit, well, yeah, you see me not so many hours ago. And when I ain't that prepared for the show, it's like I felt a little bit rushed, man. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, I don't know. Bros. But yeah, listen, Ferran Torres, guys, real ones. While I've got your attention, would you be looking to take this guy from Barcelona? Smith Rowe, is he playing for his future? I am hearing a lot of reports about this guy. Where is he going to fit into Arteta's plan? The guy that wrote this interview, I'm going to have to go look at it again, basically saying he ain't really that good on the wing. He won't get ahead of Odegaard in the team. Where does Vieira then play? Do you know what I mean? It won't take long for Vieira to get the half, etc., etc. Danilo does want an Arsenal move. He's now pretty much come out publicly and said he's spoken to Arsenal stars about London, about Arsenal and life in general itself. And yeah, he's just waiting for Arsenal to agree a deal with Palmeiras. Endrik, the deal is not done to Chelsea, PSG or Real Madrid. None of them really like the fee that Palmeiras are asking for. I think, man, this guy, I think he's well worth the risk. Look at some of the Brazilians that Real Madrid have took before, Vinny Jr., etc. It's going to cost over 100 million to get these guys. Guys, we've been linked with Marcus Thuram. I think even Romano's put his name on this and linked us to him. It's meant to be 10 million now, even though I don't think Romano said that. But I've heard it as his team, Mönchengladbach, will accept 10 million, and teams in obviously in England or anywhere outside Germany can talk to this guy from January onwards. Declan Rice. Now, me and Yui have been talking about this guy. Liakers, Ty, get involved, everyone. Hazard. So it is kind of confirmed now. His contract runs to the summer of 2024. In football terms, we know that isn't the longest. Problem is, West Ham can have a 1 year extension, the 1 year option in the last summer, which they will obviously use if he is still around. The thing is, West Ham will not want to lose this guy for 20 million or the year before his contract runs out, you know what I mean? Or a cut price January move. I don't think it's for this January, but then again, West Ham ain't fighting for Europe this season unless they really turn things around. Let me go and check. Where's West Ham in the league? West Ham. Right. I know that I'm pretty sure they're near the bottom somewhere. There's no Premier League football. Oh man, don't do this, Danny. Anyway, I don't care. West Ham are near the bottom or near the bottom. I don't think they're going to qualify for Europe unless they, well, like Liverpool, have a miraculous U-turn in form. So who knows? It could be a January deal. It would take a lot of money. But at the end of the season, West Ham have to fully consider what they're doing with Declan Rice. As I've been saying to you, yes, Declan Rice is a very different player to Jude Bellingham. Jude Bellingham, we haven't seen what he can do in the Premier League, like a certain Jadon Sancho. Do you know what I mean? They both smacked it in Germany. I'm not so hurt at Declan Rice, innit? You know? But yeah, we shall see. You seem dead. Cheers for that, brother. I've enjoyed every game so far. The Denmark game was awful. Catch you soon. Time for food. See, you know that, innit? We won't pay the money for Rice. Well, that means we certainly wouldn't pay the money for Jude Bellingham then. So what do we do? What would we do, guys? Please hit the likes on the video. Do be subscribing if you're new. Guys, well, that means Lee, Jude Bellingham, Declan Rice, you know? At the end of the year, they can't be asking for more than 60 mil for him, 65 top wax. Like, they can't ask 100 mil. His contract's getting too low. And when people start making it public that You don't want to move away from the Premier League or English football. In fact, you don't even want to move out of London. There literally is only a couple of teams you could be talking about joining, you know? So I think it's easier than Jude Bellingham. Jude Bellingham's going to have teams going in for him, mate. And this is when Arsenal, most famously, usually lose their balls and, you know, start pulling out for people, you know? With Mudrak, that's what I'm just waiting for. Even Fabrizio Romano was saying, if Arsenal want this guy, this deal is doable, but we've got to move quickly. Thought you went, where's that? We won't pay the money forever. So then, bruvs, we would be doomed. You know what I mean? Yes, my brother Long Bergkamp. There we go. Let's get some energy in this place. UE, let's get the banter started. Where's Craig? Where's UE? Where's Hazard? Bruv, they will still demand that fee. But again, bros, when contracts are running out and players like, you know, kind of say they want to stay in London and everything and blah, 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 he's a Chelsea fan. West Ham won't let this run too close. Like, they're not dumb like Arsenal to do an Alexis Sanchez, you know what I mean? So, yeah. Who are we talking about here? Are we talking about Declan Rice? See, this is the thing. Declan Rice is a brilliant player, and yes, Long Bergkamp. But again, even though I think he's a brilliant midfielder, like, he only offers a certain amount. He ain't really a goal scorer. He doesn't really dribble past people and take people on, and is the most skillful, really skillful midfielder. He's not a set piece specialist, free kicks, corners, or etc. But what he does offer you is Premier League experience. He's pretty hard. He doesn't get pushed around in the midfield. Do you know what I mean? So if you want a hard man in the midfield that fills the English quota, do you know what I mean? That won't need time to acclimatise, Declan Rice would be your man. Jude Bellingham is a slight risk at that crazy money for me. But anyway, that's irrelevant. If you don't think we'll pay the money for Rice, well then who would we pay the money for? Do you know what I mean? And I do take your point. The setup's looking cold, bro. It's literally, where's my phone? I want one more picture, bros. I want one more picture. Let me show you. Bro, this one. To finish it. Or perhaps that one. What do you think, Long Bergkamp? Shouts out to all the real ones. Please be hitting the likes on the video. Do be subscribing if we is new. We thinking of the World Cup, brother, and thanks for that as well. Yeah, man. I've moved the picture around about 100 times. Look at me just getting myself in the way. Dumbass. But yeah. Let me take your message away. You can see the red YouTube sign there. I keep moving the camera around as well, but the badge is rather shady. I've messed my position up. Right, there we go. I'd prefer Bellingham over Rice, but that's the thing, bros. That will be crazy money. And I don't think the world's greatest teams, I don't think the PSGs, Real Madrid's, Barcelona's, Bayern Munich's, PSGs, I really don't think they're going for this guy. He's Premier League bound, and that only means a couple of teams can get him. If Man City want him, it could be job done. But yeah, he certainly can. But I tell you what he does do. He gets injured a lot more than Rice. And yeah, we can't afford for Partey to be injured. Do you know what I mean? We need a squad. When Partey or Xhaka are out, bros, it's El Neni or Lokonga. I'm not happy with that at all. The first one looks proper classy, bro. So what do you mean the first one? What do you mean the first one? The first what? What, the way it is now? I don't know. But yeah, that's what I mean, bros. But Partey, obviously, him and Xhaka, they're what? They're both literally 30 now. Yeah? Xhaka doesn't get injured, but yeah, I don't like to jinx him. He's most definitely drew one. And as for Party, do you know what I mean? Let's see if he gets back from the World Cup in one piece. We need more, bro. As much as I like El Nini, he isn't really offering that much. 80 million. See, this is the thing, and that's interesting. Shouts out to Lumbercamp Lee Akers, yeah? Whoever does business, like if it's Liverpool, and Liverpool is notoriously linked with him, if Liverpool was to buy him, they wouldn't be paying 130. Say they would pay 65 up front and then 65 over a couple of seasons. I think most teams are going to attempt this with Jude Bellingham. We know Barcelona, they like to buy everyone, but they're broke. So it would be a down fee, 50, 60, whatever, and then the rest in installments. Now, here's where things could be different. If a Man City or a PSG did come in for him, or a Chelsea, they won't need to pay installments. So they could say, instead of 130, what if we give you 115 straight money cash? That could be the thing that wins the day. So that's why, again, in one way you'd rule out Arsenal. We don't spend 100 million on no one, but we spent 72 on Pepe, and look how that went. But in installments, could we do this in installments? At the end of the day, I think a lot's going to come down to where the player wants to go. And I don't think it's going to be every team across the world. It's going to be Premier League teams, you know. Bayern Munich won't pay that money. PSG are rich enough, possibly. They say they want only young French Parisians from now on. Maybe this guy, they'll bend the rules because he's young. But they said they're not spending all £100 million in Galactico signings. So if Arsenal are a top 4 team, why wouldn't he come to Arsenal? Don't think we'd go higher than 90. Maybe we wouldn't have to, though, bros. Give them, you know, an Nketiah or someone. Give them someone, you know, they love these young English players as well, you know. Who could we give them? I don't know. I can't think of the top of my head, but yeah, a Nelson here or there or something. Oh, most definitely. So, thank you. The last one, what, the Come On You Gunners? Yeah, because that's obviously neutral, but the other one, Danny, I think I need my name somewhere, bros. So even though I love your opinion, if you weren't talking about the Danny AFC TV one, I need my name on the wall. But respect for that, brother. Yes, brother, I couldn't agree more. The problem is, let me tell you problem one. Mudrak. Even Fabrizio Romano said it, yeah? If Arsenal want him, they have to move quick. Current climate, teams, money, blah, blah, blah. Shakhtar have made it pretty clear. They're not going to be mugged off, blah, blah, blah. Even though they're saying 100 mil, and look at the price of Jack Grealish. All right, they might not get Jack Grealish money. I hear that. But they're still not going to be mugged off. It's going to come down to who bid. Like if an idiot like Newcastle comes along, rich as anything, that could change how much. If they bid 55 mil, then Arsenal are in a sticky position. I think we'll jump out the door. Even though the guy might not join Newcastle, but if they bid that money. But I don't think too many teams, unless I'm going to be wrong, look to be crazy interested. Look at his interview. Real Madrid have obviously had some interest, because why would he name them? I'd rather play for Arsenal week in, week out than sit on the bench at Madrid. He's made it pretty clear he wants to play for Arsenal for whichever reasons, you know what I mean? Which obviously players don't always do, even though we know some players do, but they don't always do that. And that could be for 2 reasons. He really does love Arsenal and Zinchenko, or no one's really come in for him, you know? Most definitely. And again, I couldn't agree more. But let's do this again. Mudrak, if we do it, bros, I'll hold my hands up and say perfect, yeah? Tielemans, here's the thing. Leicester, can they afford to turn down 10, 12 mil in January? I think they should get rid of Tielemans. They're not going for European football. They're not going to qualify for the Europa League. So I think they should cut their losses and get any money they can, you know? A cheeky small bid. But Arsenal being Arsenal, we don't like to spend money. If we get wind that no one's going to offer him a contract, no one's going to make a bid. For example, if Liverpool made a 10 million bid, Arsenal might match the bid for Tielemans. What I'm saying is, if no one bids for him, just like last summer, when the whole media and everyone said he was definitely signing for Arsenal, Arsenal will wait it out to the summer and it'll be a lap of the gods on a free transfer. But again, we need more than Tielemans. For me, Tielemans isn't better than Partey or Xhaka. Brilliant squad player, but I still think we need a Bellingham or a Declan Rice. And a striker in January. Again, strikers, I can't see us doing. He's given 100 grand a week to Eddie Nketiah. He's going to show faith to him as he brings him on, as you can see, last 10, 15 minutes of every Premier League game. And Jesus is his guy. And he spent 45 million on him, even though he only had a year on his deal. And financially, which striker who? Marcus Thuram comes to mind because his team have pretty much said they'll accept 10 million. But like Tielemans, we could agree a contract with him in January, not Tielemans. With Thuram, we could agree a deal with him in January and he joins us for free. But if we're waiting till the summer, I'd rather a better striker. But cheap deals, bros. What is your... All right, so I feel like I'm just bantering on. Cheap deals, bro. We know we've been linked with Ivan and Ndicka. He plays for Frankfurt. He's a left-footed centre-back and he's got 6 months left on his contract. So he can agree a deal with any foreign club outside Germany in January and join them in the summer. Or a cheap deal, same as Marcus Thuram, same as Tielemans, same as Wilfred Zaha. Will Arsenal go for these guys? I'm not convinced. Will we wait for the summer? Trossards are free in the summer. Asensio's are free in the summer. But if we want to be taken seriously, yes, Mudryk and Tielemans or Mudryk Danilo will do nicely in January. If we could ever spend another 10 million on Marcus Thuram, what's 10 million? If it works out, brilliant. If it doesn't, sell him. Even the guy that I was talking about, the Turkish striker, Arda Güler, AC Milan have been linked to him now, £20 million. And this is what I mean. This is why, for me, and a lot of people obviously will dislike my channel because maybe I'm just too real for them young Bergkamp. And when you come in, you know it's only real talk. When Lee Akers is in the building, it's only real talk. But, bro, this is why this January, we're going to get most of the answers we need and know that's going to happen, Lung Bergkamp and Lee Akers, because we're realists. If Arsenal want to win the league, bro, we're 5 points clear. Like, with all respect, Liverpool, Man City, we know the good teams. Do you know what I mean? Liverpool won't be such a disaster next season. You know what I mean? Man United will be getting ever so better. Chelsea are building. When are we going to go Christmas, January, and be 5 points clear of a damn good Man City side with Haaland that's scoring for fun? Arsenal have got two choices. We sign no one, or just a quick 20 million, a Danilo here or a Tielemans there, and hope for the best. If we sign 2 free players in January, I feel we're going for the title. Well, that's what I mean. January, there isn't loads. You can only, you either break the bank, you know what I mean? But even like an Osimhen, there's no way Napoli would sell him now. They're top of the league. They want to win the Serie A. They'll probably do a deal at the end of the season when they've got the title done and dusted. But yeah, Marcus Thuram, you know what I mean? German teams ain't rich. You know, you do look at German teams, Spanish teams, and see what they've got cracking over there and certain players, you know? Asensio, Real Madrid don't really need or want him, you know? The writing's on the wall. A sensible bid could get him. But do you want to pay money for people that you can get on a free in 5-6 months' time? And as I say, just to answer that, brother, Arda Güler, but even though he probably ain't going to come in and bang now, 25 mil, 20 mil. Endrik, you probably heard me talk about this guy. He's a striker. Obviously, I know 16 ain't for right now, but I bet he could play games here and there right now, you know what I mean? Marcus Thuram, he's scored 13 goals in 17 games. His overall record isn't amazing. What is his overall record? Marcus Thuram. 41 goals in 121 games. It ain't amazing. It's like 1 and 3. But at £10 million, I wouldn't mind taking a risk in January just to put pressure on Jesus. But I can't see us doing it, guys. because he loves Jesus, and Nketiah he's just given a big deal to. Surely central midfield and winger. But you know what? This is Arteta and Edu. Who knows? We don't really buy it in January. Under Emery, we have loans. Last January, we know what happened. So again, the writing's on the wall. If we sign no one, we're going to hear this rubbish talk. Oh, we tried. We done our best. We tried to get players in. But anyway, that's my feeling on it. But this January, again, is so key. Is so key. If we sign no one or just a quick little Danilo, that ain't enough for me. That there is, we're just trying to consolidate finishing in the top four. And yeah, I won't really have no faith in anything next summer because, yeah, we'll be a Champions League team, but I don't know. We've got to make a stand this January. Some reports say we got 40 mil to spend, but that ain't enough for Mudryk at all. 40 mil, what's that going to get you? What would £40 million realistically get you out here? Honestly, I'd rather try and hijack the Nkunku deal because, yeah, he can play anywhere in the front three. He looks pretty decent. And Gakpo, I don't know. If he has a good World Cup, we know money goes up. He's gettable because he's in Holland. But remember, Nkunku is gettable. At the end of the season, mate, in 5 months' time, he's got a release clause. That's 47 or 48 million pound. Chelsea are basically saying we'll give you like a 10 11 million pound drink, 59, 60 million, we take you now. And word is that could happen, you know? But that could stall now because Chelsea are being rumoured to be linked with Cristiano Ronaldo. And the Chelsea owner, Tom Bowley or whatever his name is, does really want to get this deal for Cristiano Ronaldo done. He's a free agent. Like, wages, that's going to be a lot of money, you know? Would they really want the commitment of both? I suppose, well, they done that with the 85 mil or whatever for Anthony, and I'm sure he's going to come good, but I don't know. Cody, yeah. I'm scared of him. He ain't my priority. As you say, if it was out of Cody or Nkunku, of course I'll go for Nkunku. I think Tillerman's is the one. He's all right, nothing special. Especially, yeah, exactly. But the only thing is, he's better than Lokonga and El Neni. Would he come in as a squad player? Midfielder minimum just to compete with City. Most definitely, brother. And I also think a winger, bruvs. If Saka or Martinelli gets injured, bruvs, it's Emil Smith-Rowe with no disrespect for him, or Reece Nelson time. Martinelli's high energy, as we know, and I don't know. Saka always looks tired. I think we need a winger. And Mudryk. Most definitely, bros. And that's what I'm saying. A lot of these answers, that's what I mean. So a lot of YouTubers will be hating on me in January when if we sign no one, I'll be like, well, there you go. Top four is enough. Banter club, blah, blah, blah. 5 points ahead of City. Anyone in their right mind now would be trying to get a Mudryk, a Tillemans, and a striker. Well, as I say, bro, as soon as we get back, it's home to West Ham, the 26th, you know? God willing, we got no injuries and blah, blah, blah. Straight after that, the 31st, away at Brighton. Yeah? Then it's the window. The 3rd of January, we're at home to Newcastle. Mate, we know what kind of form they're on. They've beaten Chelsea recently, you know what I mean? They're not mugs. They're not sitting third for no reason, yeah? They're another team that's going to have a big January. Similar to Arsenal, I think if we go for 2 quality players, we can go for the league. If Newcastle go for 2 quality players, they're going for top 4. But anyway, 3rd of January, it's Newcastle at home. Then the 15th, it's away to Tottenham. By the 15th, I hope we have whatever or some of our business done. No way, brother. Most definitely is a good move. But would you pay money for him in January or wait to the end of the season? That is facts. And Cuckoo would be good, but that's what I'm saying. He's on a release clause, 48 million. It's a deal, again, that could be done, you know? But my feeling is when Chelsea are involved, Arsenal will bottle it and disappear. But Henry has obviously said publicly as well, how could, hence the title, the video the other day, how can Arsenal, and they're going for a title, let this happen, you know? 60 million in the current market for Christopher Nkunku isn't bad at all, you know? If Chelsea don't go for Ronaldo, it'll be very interesting because they're very publicly, as we've all seen on Sky, have made a move for Nkunku. The contract offers on the table, but who knows? They might want a Ronaldo or something different. As the chairman of Chelsea said as well, by the time we and he said this on the draw of the Borussia Dortmund game, he says by the time we play Borussia Dortmund, we are going to be a very different team. Exactly, bro. Momentum, 5 points clear, top of the table. Do you know what I mean? The last thing Man City want is Arsenal to get like a Mudrak and a Tillemans or a Danilo just to, you know what I mean, boost everyone, boost the feeling in the squad, you know what I mean? I hear that, brother. I hear that. So, Nkunku, would you, well, I think he could play left wing or up front. But Mudrak, I think you'd be losing something special there also. It goes back to Zaha, but we all know he doesn't fit the profile of Lego Man. Or we could have got Zaha ages ago. Do you know what I mean? Zaha's an Arsenal fan. This wouldn't be the hardest deal to get done. Guys, I'm almost going to leave the building. Please hit the likes on the video. Do be subscribing if you're new. But what is your final thoughts? And I couldn't agree with Long Bergkamp more. Is the only opportunity for us to establish ourselves as a league title contenders. And that we're here to stay. Exactly. We're not asking for 300 million to be spent, you know. But 100 million, you know, would be brilliant. Even if you could just do, say, Danilo at 20 and then my man Mudrak at 55, 75 mil. It ain't that much to ask for, considering we could be seriously going for a league title here. What do you think? I get nervous as this World Cup goes through because, yeah, I'm just waiting for Arsenal to let me down in January. Like, it'll be just the Arsenal thing to do. We don't really buy in January. I don't know, man. Surely we've learned from previous mistakes. Look at last season. We fell out the top four, everything. Injuries come along. Rob Holding proved not good enough, you know. Why would we leave ourselves in this position again? As we all know, take Tillemans or Xhaka out, man. This Lokonga, mate. I got no faith in him. And Elneny, yeah, he's good, but yeah, he'll let us down when it's the big teams we're playing. Elneny don't do nothing if it's a Man City or a Liverpool, you know what I mean? He's just there to kind of defend and get in people's way. But guys, any final thoughts before I do disappear? Please hit the likes on the video. Do be subscribing if you're new. As for tomorrow, I'm not going to cover any of the early games. I don't like 10 a.m. games. So it will be 4 o'clock and the 7 o'clock kickoff. So please be with me for at least one watch along tomorrow. And I will do a World Cup download probably after this live. Pretty much ready for tomorrow morning to be released. Let me just quickly confirm as well. Where is my phone? The fixtures for the World Cup tomorrow are the World Cup fixtures for tomorrow. So Switzerland, Cameroon, I won't have nothing to do with. 1 p.m. Uruguay, Korea Republic, I don't think so. 4 p.m. Portugal, Ghana, I will cover. And then I'm slightly tempted to cover Brazil, Serbia as well. So Spain versus Portugal. Oh my God. I mean, Portugal. Oh, wow, Danny. Portugal versus Ghana, I will cover tomorrow. So do be with me for the watch along, 4 p.m. Do be with Danny, AFC TV. And yeah, please look out for the World Cup downloads, man. I know you guys ain't used to me making downloads anymore. So yeah, please keep an eye out, man. Make sure them videos get attention for me, as I'll be trying to, obviously, yeah, push the channel all through the World Cup and January. But guys, I'm going to get out of the building. Thanks for everyone that's been here. You're all legends. Long Burkamp, you're a real one. UE, Hazard, real ones. Lee Akers, real one. Linda, Cam, Craig, all the crew who was in the building today. Yeah, you're all real ones, guys. And please contact me, man. If you want to come on the channel, I've got to start putting my email out there as well, or make a new email. Wait, yeah. Wow, what's going on? What's going on? Can you hear the noise? I was trying to. Who gets golden boot? Interesting. See, Kane, I would have said would have had a good a chance as any, but even when England score 6, he hasn't got it. He hasn't scored any goals. So Mbappe has got 1. It won't be Drew. I think it's going to be Mbappe or Neymar, even though that's a little bit sitting on the fence type. Let's let everyone play a group game. I don't know. Spain scoring 7, like, you know what I mean? Torres has already got 2. He's got a little shout now, but I don't know. Mbappe misses so many lack of strikers. I hope Neymar does it. Neymar, again, I think he needs a good World Cup. Mate, I think Ronaldo has as good a chance as any. He's a free agent right now. And yeah, mate, wouldn't it be just like Ronaldo to go and put himself in the shop window? Not ideally. I'll take him if we can't have a Mudrak, but Torres, I'm not sure. Do you know what I mean? Even though that's harsh, I know he looked okay in the Premier League when he was at Man City. Because I definitely thought he looked a good player. And I was surprised they let him go, but I don't know. There must have been a reason. Was he homesick? Was it just the Barcelona effect? So I don't know. I'd steer clear of him. If it's Torres or nobody, obviously I'd rather go for Torres, you know what I mean? But yeah, Mudrak is more up my street, most definitely, bros. Neither will I, bros, you know what I mean? Unless it was him or no one. Or they were offering him on loan or something. Like, yeah, we've been linked with dumbness like Tammy Abraham, but they're saying that would be in the summer. Like, I wouldn't want Tammy Abraham anyway. But yeah, the next few signings or the next couple of windows are key for Arsenal. With Sim, basically, we spend money in the summer. Let's see if the Chronicles will back this guy. They've backed him in the summer windows. Quite reasonably, I suppose, if we all tell the truth. So, yeah. This is the time to now back him. If they love this guy and blah, 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 this is the time to back Arteta. We're 5 points clear. This is one MF of an opportunity. Like, yeah, literally, do they come better than this? 5 points. Like, it must be on Man City's mind, you know what I mean? They're hoping we start stuttering as soon as we get back. The Christmas programme. I've never liked Arsenal over the Christmas programme either. We seem to stutter, like, I don't know. But before I go, guys, what is your final thoughts? As I said, Mudrak is the guy. Danilo or Tillemans will do. I'd love a striker also, but I can't see us getting 3 in January. But really, we should be looking for 3 players. Danilo or Tillemans won't cost more than 20 mil. And bang, Mudrak, maybe 55. You want to spend another 10 million? You can probably get Marcus Thuram. But guys, on that note, please hit the likes on the video. And do be subscribing if you are new. The comments has gone a little bit quiet now, so I think that is my time to disappear out the stream. Any final thoughts before I do go? As I said, 4 p.m. tomorrow, you can catch me live. I will be covering Portugal versus Ghana. Who knows? Maybe Ghana will get knocked out, man. Thomas Partey might come home early, which I do think would be a bit of a touch for Arsenal, really and truly. But anyway, guys, on that note, I'm going to get out the building. For me, the writing's on the wall. We want to be taken seriously. We want to go for a league title. We've got to make some signings, man. And if we don't, mate, you'll notice. Newcastle home, January the 3rd. Tottenham away, January the 15th. And I'm pretty sure it's Man United home directly after that. The fixtures are going to be coming thick and fast, you know. FA Cup, Europa League. And we know he doesn't trust the kids or doesn't play them. He sends for the cavalry, even if we're playing Dundalk or something, you know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know, guys. But on that note, listen, let's hope, let's pray. Please hit the likes on the video. Do be subscribing if you're new. I'll catch you tomorrow, 4 p.m. Spain, Portugal, and then of course 10 p.m. live. Please look out for the downloads, the World Cup dailies. There will be one for you in the morning, guys. Anyway, on that note, I'm feeling tired. Good night, people. Be blessed, and yeah, see you tomorrow, 10 p.m.